Hello, everybody.
Oh, hi. We are
Hi
here.
there.
Shit, we're back.
Oh, oh. You guys ready to fuck around and find out?
Always.
Hell yeah.
That is the motto of the group, after all.
It is true. I just look forward to the day that Connor Gloomhand comes in so clutch that no one can give him shit ever again.
We still will. Oh, come on now.
We both are waiting for that day.
Oh man. Well, welcome back to Twisted Perceptions. Today's pre-stream chat wasn't as exciting as it usually is. I think we're all just kind of exhausted from the week doing cool things for our stream, actually. One thing that's coming up is that we have a Discord that's going to be going live here very soon. We got about another month before it goes fully live, so be on the lookout for that. You'll probably see some TikToks about that. You'll probably see some posts in other places about that. But hey, remember, we're doing a lot of work and it's going to be a lot of fun. But it's been a little while since we've played campaign proper. And I guess now is the best time to tell everyone, including the group, the table here, is that we are nearing the end of season 1, which is basically the first mini boss of the campaign. So it's going to be great. It's going to be good.
Terrifying.
You know what? Now that I think about this, we have actually met Connor's big bad, and we are probably cornering in on Koresh's big bad. Does that mean that it's one of them that's a mini boss? Is this what's going to happen?
I don't know. I didn't know that Koresh had a big bad, to be quite honest.
I know Ramonor doesn't, so it's one
maybe
of
I
y'all.
guess maybe Koresh needs to have a big bad.
Oh, motherfucker.
Plot twist, Koresh is the big bad. He just doesn't know.
That wouldn't
That
be much
would
of
be
a plot
wild.
twist. That wouldn't be much of a plot twist.
You know, I hear that, and my little imp brain is like, yes, do it.
No, you already did that once. You did that last week. No more.
Don't
You're
worry.
not taking Az's favorite bard from her. Just
I'm
making
not.
it
I
easier.
promise.
Actually, that does
I
remind
promise.
And
That does
feature
remind me of
drama
something.
gay. We're not taking away
No,
Az's
no,
favorite
listen.
bard
Take
feature
away
drama
Az's
gay.
favorite bar. Just to
Listen,
make
what
it
if the favorite bard turned into the bad guy because he wanted to help everybody get what they want?
No.
Okay, Shaq. We can't take away Az's favorite bard to make things.
That does actually remind me about something. Sir, I will need to send you messages later on about other things. And you also need to read the lore for the section I put in.
Yeah, okay, I'll check that out.
But I still need to send you messages about that anyway.
Okay,
So yeah, that's
So,
definitely going to be interesting.
Recognize
you
sacred
guys
I hear you.
met you guys met a Naga thing person-ish tiny thing, whatever. You guys met this being, I guess is what I'll call it, and you guys weren't really had a lot of it's hard to get information out of her because any information that it gives to you, she goes by she they pronouns, just so you guys know. But anything that they give to you, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense because this Naga knows more about you than it should. As this Naga gave to you your entire name, and in less than a sentence, basically described your life to you. Koresh, almost the same thing. This thing called you by your first name and just left it at that. Ramonor, no one really has any malice towards you, I'm gonna be honest.
It's fucking Ramonor. The only people that have malice towards him are like beings that are
teammates.
just made.
No. Let's be honest. It's
The only thing I
Aztec.
hate about Ramonor is the dad talks that deal psychic damage.
Do we need to have another one?
No, fuck off. Stay over there.
And then Connor as well, just a lot of personal things that is known about you guys that just isn't made any sense. And then she lets you know that she has a dragon turtle wormling ready for you guys to fight. Save that you cannot make her the perfect cup of tea. And that's where we left off. As you have guidance.
I'm gonna.
So
I don't remember how many guidances each of us have.
I think at this point we're just going on a basis of 0 unless people in
Yeah.
chat redeem. For those of you who are possibly new to the stream, the way that our channel points work, you've got your typical Twitch things that you can redeem. We also have our chat domain guidance die, which means you can redeem your channel points and give a D4 to a member of the party who needs it and can use it at any point in time. We can only stack up to 3. We also have twisted lines where you can redeem and make a character say a line that you determine, so long as it is not something so wildly out of character, like saying ass wants to grab someone's ass. We've had that try and happen. And we also have our deja vu dice. If you don't know what that is, that means that you can grant a member of the party a die, and they get to choose even or odd. And if they guess correctly, they get a glimpse to the future past of what happened in this campaign.
the days of future past, yes. I'm not going to stop saying that ever. I keep track of who has guidance. As Ramanor and Koresh all have 1 guidance. So
Okay.
let's jump back in, shall we? She's standing atop of this table as you guys are all just sat around it, and she says, "Yes, you can make me a perfect cup of tea, or you can go fight the dragon turtle wormling. Whichever it is you choose. You can work as a group, or you can work individually. It's all up to you."
Right. I don't suppose spicy drama would count as tea, because I have a fuck ton of that.
You
I do-
are that.
I don't think that's what I'm talking about. You know, the warm or cold drink. You know?
I was afraid you were going to say that.
Yeah, there's a kitchen behind you with tons of ingredients. If you can make me the perfect cup of tea, I'll reward you. And if not, you can fight the dragon turtle wormling.
Ramanor doesn't say a word before going to the kitchen. And just making what his favorite cup of tea is.
Wait a
milk.
minute.
As
With
gets
as
up,
much love
as-
and care and
as-
wanting
as-
to share
as-
this with her as he
As,
wants.
as Ramanor gets up and starts to walk to the back, she's like, "Oh, don't forget, every cup of tea has love in it." And she just turns around and goes and sits in the chair.
Ramanor already knows.
That's just
Connor is going to run behind him like, "Okay, you know what? I think you know what you're doing, and we're going to cast guidance on the big man."
I think you
Okay,
know what you're doing. Yes, guidance.
Ramanor, are you just going to make a cup of tea that Ramanor would like, or would you like to
he-
search for ingredients?
He's going to look for his favorite kind of tea.
Okay, cool. Give me give me an investigation roll. I'm assuming this means you guys are working independently.
Hold
This
on.
is just sitting there, and she's like, "I don't think I've ever brewed a cup of tea in my life."
Koresh just
the
sitting here
woman-
just like,
woman
it's
comes
just
up
a
to you.
wormling.
The woman
want
comes up to you and
investigation?
says once again investigation. The woman comes up to you again and she says, "Remember, it's not about if you've made tea before. It's about if you've put love in it." And she turns around.
That's a 12.
Okay. A 12, you find cane sugar. You also find a specific brand of sugar called Lickings sugar. And you also find another thing called Bose Blue Cream.
Okay. The tea leaves, I assume there's probably not tea bags, but tea leaves.
You're looking for some tea leaves too? Okay.
He's gonna look for a chai based.
You find a chai tea. Yeah. You find a chai based tea.
He's gonna take that. He's gonna take the cream.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna go steep a pot of that tea, adding a few of his favorite spices, assuming there's plenty of spices and whatnot to make the tea.
You find lavender. You find orange zest. You find a couple of other types of teas. There's a jasmine tea. There's a vermilion tea. You also find something a little odd called esper wisps.
He's just gonna take some lavender, add a little bit of that to the tray, and then he's just gonna steep an entire pot, set out enough cups for everybody. He's gonna take the cream and the sugar and set that out with the teacups. And once it's done steeping, he's gonna take it out to the table, set a cup in front of each of them with as much love and care as he always has. He's gonna pour a cup for each of them, ask them if they want cream or sugar, and pour it specifically to what they want. And then he's going to announce to them, "This is my favorite kind of tea. I don't have, the ingredients I have from home, but this is my favorite cup and I want to share it with you all."
The Naga comes up and takes a cup as well, and she takes a sip of it. That is quite good. Ramano, you make a good cup of tea, but this is not the perfect cup of tea. There is one ingredient in here that's quite good, though. And she sets the cup down.
Khan gonna look to Ramanar and be like, "Ramanar, help me out with this real quick, and let me know what you put in there." And he's gonna kind of look to go into the kitchen, probably knowing Ramanar's gonna follow.
You see all the things that Ramanar had already have pulled out.
Okay.
You see orange zest. You see jasmine tea. You see esper wisps. You see lavender. You see Licking's sugar, cane sugar, and Bo's blue cream.
Horace is going to look at Az and just like, how bad can a wormling be, honestly? I feel like if we don't fucking do this, we're gonna have to face a lot more than just an angry turtle.
She's just sitting there, she's using a dagger to, clean out under her nails, as edgy people do. And just, I would much rather fight the wormling than endure whatever is happening here.
Right? I mean, we already killed a feckin' dragon. What the fuck is a wormling gonna do?
She kind of smirks and then just flicks out her tongue in a very similar way to Katai and how he usually does it, except that when she does it, there's a little bit of lightning that arcs around the tongue, just a flicker of electricity.
Kinky.
Oh.
Are you just a power sponge?
At this point, yes.
Playing around with the scales that have appeared on my chest.
Ramanor is gonna walk up to the Naga. Well, by my definition, that to me is a perfect cup of tea, but are we specifically looking to make your perfect cup of tea?
Indeed. Once again, every cup of tea has love in it.
What were the names of the special brands?
The names of the brands are as follows: jasmine tea, lavender, orange zest, vermilion's tea, esper wisps, licking sugar, cane sugar, and Bo's blue cream.
So we need lavender, the O1, the V1, and the E1.
There were two L's though.
The licking. First of all, Connor's been in the kitchen
Lavender
looking
and
at.
licking.
He put specifically lavender in his drink.
So
he didn't specify the licking sugar, so I think it's gonna be the lavender. And
Connor's
Ramnar-
looking at everything.
Ramnar
right?
will go over to him and kind of give him the idea of. She's saying love I don't think she means in the way, I put love and care into the tea, but more so the ingredients. I think lavender is the L.
I now have Nat King Cole singing LOVE in my head, and
Connor had already moved the thinking to what he would actually consider it. He would have moved the lavender over, the Esper Wisp. What was the O and the V?
Orange zest and vermilion's tea.
He would have sniffed both of those. And this is actually before Ronar even came over. And he would have actually put them all to the side. And he'd think about it for a minute. He would grab a pot. Mm-hmm.
I just had an out of character. I know that Az is generally horrible at these, but can I make an insight check on the Naga when she's talking about love?
Sure.
Actually, I'll assist
God
him.
damn it! That was almost a 19, and then it was a nat 1 for 2.
I did say before you rolled that I would assist.
Sure, go for it. Take advantage.
The 9 for 10.
Damn it!
Thank you.
I should have taken it.
Doesn't help.
I don't know shit, do I?
Nope.
Love us. What a sap.
This is gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine.
Can I roll an insight
Connor
check
has.
to see if my idea is right and I get that sense from what she's trying to say?
Sure, yeah, take a roll.
That's a 22.
Yep, your idea is on the nose.
Az is just sitting here contemplating putting poison in it. Kill the Naga, and then we kill the wormling. What if we get more things?
Is she like thumbing a bit of poison or something? Anything
Nah,
obvious?
She's still playing with the knife in her fingers. I don't have.
Okay.
Now, as I don't
We're
think
using
we
a
can kill the
screwdriver.
Naga, considering
She
she
didn't
knows
say that out
absolutely
loud!
everything. No, I know. This is out of character.
Oh man.
All right, Connor Gloomhand, what are we doing?
So Connor will actually grab a cloth, and he will put in a couple of tea leaves into the cloth, tie it up, make it into a tea bag. Grab a tea kettle, put it into the, put some water into it, and actually drop the bag into it. Take a couple of steps back. Holds his holy symbol for a minute, and he actually imagines a couple of people in his head. And as he's doing that, he's creating a small sacred flame underneath the tea kettle to warm it.
Okay.
Fancy.
Gives it about 4 minutes. Starts seeing it steam up a little bit. Goes back over, pours the cup, grabs a small thing of licking sugar, puts it onto the side, takes actual regular cane sugar, also puts it to the side, and just takes it all on a small tray to the Naga.
Okay. The Naga takes a sip of the tea before even putting sugar in it, and she looks to you and says, "This is the perfect cup of tea. Good job. Good job. You're getting a lot of feedback, James.
Huh?
You're
getting a lot of feedback.
Hold on. I know what it is. I have the cooler boost on my fucking laptop because this motherfucker doesn't need to overheat ever, please, for the love of God.
Az
So,
gives
hold
Connor a very impressed look and just, well, you finally did something right.
And all he does is just look at her from the corner of his eye. And there's really like nothing in his eye. Like there's no emotion, no nothing. And he just gives us a very slight nod and looks back to the Naga and goes, "Well, I really do hope you enjoyed that."
I did indeed. Now, about what you all need. She disappears into a room for a second, and she comes back out holding a what seems to be a gold setting for a pendant. She is also holding a bag, and she is also holding a staff. Does anybody want to make any checks to see what she's holding, or do you want to wait until she says something?
Would it be like an Arcana check or just like in investigation? What would it be?
You can roll investigation or Arcana, depending on what you choose to roll and how high you roll will affect what I choose to tell you.
Let's go with Arcana.
Arcana would
Take
actually roll
investigation.
Arcana.
All right, Shaq is going to roll investigation. Sweet.
Okay, hold up. Did that show up in the chat? Because that's a nat 20 for 22, motherfuckers.
I didn't see it.
That's two nat 20s.
Mine's a 17.
Wow. Okay, so the 17 investigation check. None of these items seem to be threatening to you in any way.
Ramen nat 1 for 1.
I just wanted to
Nat
see what
1
it was.
for 1.
I didn't even
Hold on.
want to actually check. I just wanted to see what my roll would be. And nat
Honestly,
one.
I feel like a Ramador is still trying to figure out Connor's tea. Like, how the hell did that get better than mine?
No, he knew. He insight checked and knew exactly what she wanted.
Yep, that's true. Okay, so as you know that none of these items, looking at it, they're not like threatening in any way. So there's nothing to fear in terms of like what she's.
You're not
holding
gonna
in
back
her
here and
hand.
gonna smack us.
Yeah, the staff, and for the Arcana people, the staff and the setting, the gold setting pendant, there is something innately magical about these things, but it seems that they're missing a piece to connect that magical circuit for it to actually be able to do what it does. And the bag she's holding is a bag of holding.
I call the bag.
Connor immediately just goes, "Oh, we finally got one of those. That would have helped a while back."
I'm kidding. I don't take the bag. Anybody else can have it. I won't steal nothing from you.
You all successfully did the thing, and you even you made it through the tunnels. Well, I don't really have much else for you. I could send you home now, if you like, or back to wherever you came from. Because home is always a different place than where you're coming from normally.
Yeah, I'd rather not go home, thanks.
Before we
can
go,
all this way for a cup of tea and trinkets.
Listen, you're the best. All right, we've already established this. You are the big badass here. That thing, I don't know what it is, but it scares me. Let's just take the nice lady's things and go.
There are a lot of things that you may not know about me, Miss Serosa, but know this, I am not in the game of tripping you up. We just want to keep time the way it is. That's all.
Yeah, well, that got fucked up a long time ago and you did nothing about it, didn't you?
There isn't much I am supposed to do. How do they say it? If you do things right, they will not think you've done anything at all.
Connor's just gonna pipe up real quick, and he's like, "About that pendant and the staff.
About?
What are they, and why do they feel like they're not complete?"
Oh, wow, good job. That is because they aren't complete. You'll have to complete them yourselves.
Can we get
I'm really
any?
tired of cryptic messages.
Cryptic messages, as sure as she like points to your chest and says, "You're wearing the same pendant that I'm holding, as sure as Serosa."
Out of character, this is the one I picked up in the maze, correct?
Yes.
The one with abjuration magic on it that we couldn't figure out?
Yeah.
Cool. She just kind of like, she's been sitting here playing with her, and I don't have a knife near me, so we're just going to use the screwdriver. And she just kind of stops and then uses the tip of the dagger to pull out the, I'm guessing, chain of this pendant and hold it up. You're telling me that this is the same as that one?
Yeah, but the stone that's in the middle of it, I don't have another one of those. You can go find that though somewhere out there.
What does it do?
What does it do? Do you not know?
No, I don't. I don't make a practice of studying magic like a nerd.
Such a
Orish
sad
looks
day.
oddly hurt by this real quick. Just like,
Well, if I remember correctly, which I always do, you've used one of these stones before, just a more volatile one.
You'd have to be a lot more specific considering we've picked up a lot of stones along the way, and most of them tend to break. We're not
Indeed they do.
counting the one I told Romanor to break.
And
So I can sell it.
indeed they do. They do tend to break.
Are you kidding me?
just take a breather for just a moment.
Connor just looks back at her like, okay, ignoring the amulet, what about the staff?
Oh, the staff. I created this a long time ago, but I don't really have a use for it. I call it the controller staff. It can be placed somewhere and used as something of a port gate to and from home. But only
Connor's-
a home, a place where you all feel comfortable.
Damn it.
Connor's just gonna be like, I think if I may not be bold, and he's gonna look into the other three, I don't think I should carry this. I already have one option to get us around.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't want-
I do know that you often rip holes in the fabric of reality to get you to where you need to go.
And he's
I
gonna turn
get
back.
you, the one who tears holes in the fabric of time and space.
And Connor's
Constantly,
gonna-
just for fun.
Connor's going to look at her like, I do not rip holes in the fabric of time and space to get wherever I want to.
I said
We always
reality,
have
not space.
Reality. I always ask the group to make sure that it is where we need to be at a time.
Very
Just
true.
wait.
Very, very true. But reality and space are very different things. Don't confuse them.
Just wait till we find out that Connor Gloomhand is the Flash of this universe, and every single time he fucking uses that fucking thing, he fucks over the timeline.
Sneaky.
I had a kid, now I don't. What the fuck?
Connor goes back.
What?
I have a
Have you
daughter
not
now.
Remember, Connor, I don't know if you could ascertain this from the use of that thing you have there. I don't even know how it got to this part of the plane anyway, but it is very volatile. It could break, so be wary of where you travel, because you very well may be stuck there.
I mean, I might have broken it once before. Says as recalling the time they were flying through midair and shoots the thing and I wanted to die.
That was actually a fun episode.
Sorry,
That was a fun episode.
Ramanor. Leaves Ramanor stranded, surrounded by guards.
I remember that. Just disappear into thin air, and Ramonor's like,
The ball said twist. I twisted it. This was the logical train of thought.
Ramanor still got out though.
The only time Az ever did what she was told.
Yeah, that's also
What?
very true.
this staff is supposed to live wherever you would call home. So remember that. This staff is not to travel with you. Dangerous things can happen when that staff travels with people.
Well, it doesn't sound like it's a thing for us, considering not a single one of us has a place like that, except for him, but only he. Yeah, and she's pointing at Ramanor.
Understood. And she just drops it, and it just like falls into nothingness.
I'm just like,
What's the bag?
Bag of
Typical
holding.
We could put a ton of stuff inside, and we don't have to worry about carrying it, so therefore it frees up our pockets.
I could put you in there.
No, there's no air.
For about 3 minutes, or else I'll die.
And
I had a cousin once that fell into a bag of holding. It did not end well.
That sounds
Not to mention,
terrifying.
there's the stories about there's something living inside of all of them.
No, don't
don't
even talk
give
about
Ford
that.
that idea.
Don't
How dare
fucking-
you?
You
I've already known
motherfucking
about
Ramen.
You see, it's one thing from you already knowing about it, it's another when we actually say it canonically, so now it becomes part of
I
the
mean,
story.
it's probably just someone stole from them, and something disappeared, and they made a story about it. So it's not a worry.
Wait, no, has anybody taken the amulet she was holding yet? Sorry.
Nope.
No.
Cool. Az finally gets up, pockets the knife, walks over, and just kind of, may I? She's trying to be vaguely polite.
She drops the amulet into your hand.
And as I was sitting here thinking past episodes, she had Ramanor crush one of the 3 phylacteries into
did.
dust.
She did.
Which means she still has the unused stone she found in someone's pocket.
Mhm.
And she's going to take it and try and fasten it into the amulet.
What color was that stone?
I can't remember if it was red or black.
I think
No,
it was-
black.
I'm
I
pretty sure it
think
was
black was. No, yeah, it might have been black.
I think it was either black or purple. So if you're
Something
saying
dark.
black, I think it was black. Okay, cool. You stick it in there.
Does anything happen?
We
it
all die.
just-
The end.
The-
Twisted
the
Perceptions
amulet-
is done. Goodbye. We can all
The-
go home now.
The amulet adheres to it.
And she kind of looks at it and then looks up at the Naga. Is that... She's kind of vaguely like, did I do the thing?
Some magic items require a connection.
Can
And
we
then
go
Connor.
somewhere where I can stab something, please, because all these words are going to drive me to heights of insanity that none of you need to see.
That's exactly what she means. Is that you need to offer it some blood, which is what happened with me with the ball. In order for apparently either one of those two to be of proper use, you need
If
to
I may-
offer a little blood.
Just, if I may, you already have one. And quite honestly, I have no fucking qualms or being squeamish about my own fucking blood. Might I give it a shot?
We haven't even figured out the first one. What was the first one we grabbed was red, correct?
Yes.
Cool. She's gonna take off the one she's wearing. She hasn't given it yet. She's gonna toss that one to Koresh. It's more your color anyway. And then she's going to take the black one, and she pulls her dagger back out, and instead of doing the stupid cliche thing that everyone else does in the movies, which is the slashing of the palm, because that's fucking stupid, she's just gonna come over here and just, like, prick a spot on her forearm and just kind of, like, wipe it on there.
She looks at you. It's like, well, if you want to do the ritual here, I mean,
Nothing
I have-
better to do, do you?
I have lots of things to do, but you know, I have a,
You do lots.
what's a minute in a million years, you know? Sure, let's do this, shall we? Well-
they're all bickering and doing things. Can I see the dragon turtle?
Ramanor just wants to
No.
smash, and not
It's
in the
quite-
good way.
It's quite violent. I know I can control it.
No,
but
Ramanor wants a pet.
Ramanor wants a
I'm
pet.
sure I'll be okay.
Ramanor
can
wants a
have-
pet.
Ramanor cannot have a dragon turtle pet.
He doesn't want a pet. He
Ramanor
just
cannot have a
wants
dragon
he
turtle
wants to
pet.
speak to the animal.
Sure, she snaps her fingers, and the wall behind her opens, and you can see the head of a dragon turtle wormling.
He's just gonna walk up, calm voice. Hi, I'm friendly. I'm not gonna hurt you, and it can
Do you speak
understand him.
Draconic?
No, it can understand him because animals
Yeah.
can understand him.
Yep.
He
It's
can't
true.
understand.
Wait,
it
wait,
back,
wait,
though.
wait, wait. But do dragons count as animals? Because I believe technically they are their own category. Within
Yeah,
They're dragon-
technically you'd only
dragon
be able to.
turtles.
Hold
Dragon
on.
turtles.
Yeah,
You can
but
find this
they're
out.
dragon turtles are under the dragon classification and not technically beasts and therefore not animals.
That's true.
Connor is just gonna be sitting down at the table.
You know
Near
who does
Karash.
speak Draconic?
Hi.
This bitch.
I
Everyone but
Three of us
Ramanor.
except for Ramanor.
Fucking speak Draconic, except for Ramanor.
Dragon turtles generally speak Aquan, Draconic, and sometimes Common. Ramanor, give me even or odd.
Even.
Ramanor's
It can
new
speak. It can
Steve.
speak Common.
He'll just walk up to it calmly.
I need the accent
Hey.
for this to be something none of us would expect.
I agree.
Okay, what are you saying, Ramanor?
Hi, I'm a friend. I'm not gonna hurt you. Just want to say hi.
I don't think you could hurt me.
Fair point. You are pretty big.
Yes, yes, I am. What do you want?
Just want to be friends. And you should just kind of like gently reach a hand up, calmly, like you would with a pet.
know.
Like, go ahead and smell my hand.
I don't want to be touched.
Fair.
This dragon turtle is sounding an awful lot like Az, and I think
What's-
these two would get along.
What's your name?
That's Ramanor.
Ramanor. Hello, Ramanor.
What's your name?
I don't have a name. I'm a dragon turtle. Come on.
Would you like to give you one?
Do I have to give you anything in return?
No, not at all.
Az, over wherever she's standing, currently bleeding, looks over at this interaction happening and just kind of like, I like this one.
Of course you do. It's surly and unpersonable.
Exactly.
All right.
But Az has
uh,
currently wiped her blood on the amulet.
Okay. Let me finish this interaction with Ramanor then. He looks to you, Ramanor. He says, "Okay, sure, yeah, I'll take a name."
Okay. Let's see.
Nerd's just drinking tea. He's just waiting for all of this to finish. Even though David is actually going to be drinking some of his alcohol because that's how it feels like it's going to be tonight.
How about
You just hear.
Raiju?
Raichu. Lightning.
Pokemon.
And okay, yeah, sure, Raichu. That's my name.
He just named the
It's a
Pokemon.
pleasure.
We just have the first Pokemon in the...
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Ramanor. I see you made
You
that
do-
perfect cup of tea, so you didn't have to fight me. That's nice.
I wouldn't want to hurt you.
I frankly hate how humanoids taste.
You just hear on a flute in the background, do 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 do, just fucking like born out of his
All right.
fucking-
All right. Panning back over to Az and the Naga. That is a stone of the Dreamwalkers. Probably stolen from a hag or something like that. You know, hags have crazy magic items. Stone of the Dreamwalkers, again, a very fragile magic item, can only be used once. But once it's attuned to you, you can choose to walk in the dreams of another being. Only for one time, though.
And the other one?
The other one? I don't know.
Resh bites your tongue again.
That was oddly specific and makes several questions come to my head that I am not going to ask at this time.
Well,
No, As does not have a blood cake.
it
You
seems
see-
we've run out of time. It seems we've run out of time. So, I will send you back to where you came from. You were in the kingdom of the giants. Is that correct? That's the nearest
Yes.
kingdom to here, anyway.
Currently, yes.
Okay. Raminor, dear, would you mind coming back over here?
Of course. And he starts walking over, but he is like looking straight at the Naga as he walks over. He's like, you know, you probably shouldn't keep him locked up back there.
The place is much, much larger than you might think it is.
Oh, okay.
Yes. This area is just for your guys' comfort. You would not be able to comprehend the space that you're in right now. So goodbye and good luck. And she snaps her fingers, and you guys are back in the Border East Tavern.
His name's Raiju, by the way.
Porish at this point is going to look at this amulet and just kind of like, and you see the tail like whip around and like crack him in the arm and like jam one of the spikes. He just kind of like sets it on top of it for a second and just kind of like holds it there. Your background is gone, Shaq.
I know.
Ah,
All right, cool.
Now we can
trying.
see
There
what
we
your
go.
room looks like.
Oh no, my blue curtain and futon. Scandalous.
So yeah, he's just like basically it's almost an open wound. I like Chorus was
Okay.
And
He gone.
he gone.
motherfucker.
No, he's back.
He always comes back when he curses.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to know why? Because I'm Canadian, and that's how shit works. You scream at it enough times, and something happens. It's the same thing at my job. Anyways, so just like almost an open wound, and has slammed this fucking amulet into it, and is basically just like coating it. Like if you were trying to polish something with blood, is basically what he's going for.
Mhm. Okay, cool. As that happens, you feel something warm start to show up on your arm. And as you look at the stone, you look a little deeper into it. Did you just take a swig from a whole bottle of wine?
Yes.
Wow. And you look a little deeper into it, and you see like a flame on the inside.
Flame on the inside of the gem or my arm?
The gem.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm on fire! Anyway.
The bartender of the Border East, he looks at you all. He's like, where the fuck did you guys come from?
You don't want to know.
Weird fucking
Yeah,
dragon lady,
one.
fucking dragon turtle wormling, and a whole bunch of shit about a cup of tea that I don't really care to fucking
You said you
think
didn't
about right
want
now.
to know.
Cup of tea. Well,
No.
do you have your stolen items, or you just no?
No.
Yes. So, wait, we didn't take the items?
Or
We did, but we
stolen.
didn't steal them.
We give
There's
them
still
to you.
the tech. Mother.
I mean, you could lie to him.
Unfortunately,
You could lie to him and
I
say
was
that.
planning
you-
on using
I
the
will lie.
staff as it, but then it kind of disappeared.
No,
So
no, it's okay. It's okay. You want to know why? Because I have a +6 to deception. And I'm a betting man. So. Oh yeah, no, we actually have them right here. And just
What
like
are you-
holds
what are
up
you
all of
showing?
these like.
Okay, cool. Give
bit-
me deception.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to do this to you, but it has to be a disadvantage because both Connor and
What?
Anna said that you didn't steal anything.
I know
You
I didn't
guys-
say anything. I didn't,
Oh, you
get to
didn't
say
say
anything
anything.
yet.
Okay.
I didn't say
Okay,
anything.
okay,
I
we'll
was
take it.
about
We'll take
to-
it. We'll
What
take
I
it.
said
We'll
was
take it.
out of character.
Okay, we'll take it.
Okay, so hold on here. Where the fuck is deception? There it is. Big money, no whammies. Nope, that is a nat 1 for 7.
He didn't
ha,
do
ha.
anything. He did it himself.
He looks at you and he says, trying to lie to the barkeep of a rogue's tavern.
Did we pick up anything on the way
Well-
into?
I mean,
was the
technically, if
amulet.
we're lying,
But they're both attuned to them.
He looks at you and he says, "Okay, okay," and he hands you a membership card. Like, it's like trying to lie, you know. We'll get it.
Did Ramonor get?
listen,
don't remember
I
Ramonor
respect a
picking up
man who
anything.
knows the
Gives-
trade.
As gives Koresh a look of minor respect, like, yes, now we are equals. You have the membership card. We're equal now.
Ramonor,
Where-
what'd you say?
Where did I get those scrolls from, by the way?
You have scrolls? I have
Yeah,
a
he's
scroll.
got scrolls. Oh yeah, you found a scroll in a chest somewhere.
The map.
It's the map. It's the map.
So Ramonor will take out a scroll because did they find that on the way down?
Yeah, I think so.
So he'll take out the scroll and he'll hold it up. You got
Okay.
this.
He looks at it. He's like, looks like paraphernalia to me, and he hands you a card. And he looks
Now
to
Az
Connor.
looks disappointed. Like, this bitch got into the thieves membership? How dare?
And he looks to Connor. Connor.
It's gotta
I
be
just
good.
looks at him and be like,
If you don't give him one, he'll cry. It's ugly. You don't want it.
he just looks at her like,
No,
"What the
actually, we've
fuck?
seen him wet the
No."
bed while crying before.
What? He just goes like,
Someone give me like a deception check.
I try again to redeem myself.
Yep.
Since I
Since
said
me-
something to that avail, can it have been help to give him advantage?
We'll give him a +2 to it.
Okay. Come on. Welcome to a 24 plus that 2 is a 26.
He laughs. The barkeep snickers. He's like, "Well, we don't want piss on my floor," and he just hands you a membership card too.
Connor just looks at it, and he just,
Az is trying so hard not to burst out laughing.
in
everybody-
primordial, because he knows that nobody else could understand him, is cursing out the two of them.
Okay. Well, yeah. Ask Connor. You guys hear Connor just speaking primordial. He's just, and as he's doing that, you guys look down at your cards, and you can see that there's a section on your card that says moniker, and basically the barkeep gives you guys a nickname based on what he knows about you. Koresh, yours is Loudmouth.
I will fucking take that gladly.
Ramonor, yours
Oh, I
is
swear to
Milkman.
God. I
Ramonor,
swear to
yours
God.
is Milkman, and then Connor, yours is Piss Boy. So
Okay, tell me you would absolutely hate being
wait.
killed by the milkman.
Hey, listen, man, it's
like-
one step
Wait,
away
wait.
from a post guy going postal. Okay, that's
If
what that
I've
is.
had one for the last 5 years, I need
Yes.
to know what mine is. It
You
wasn't
need
given
to
it
know
to
what-
me by this guy, but like someone had to
what
have
was
given
it?
it to me.
yeah, you were the new kid on the block at that time.
Yeah.
We, what's a good one for you as
Anger incarnate.
As fresh out of trauma, trying to prove herself and find a way to survive.
the impressionist? That's what we'll call it. Yours is the
That
impressionist.
tracks.
Connor just looks to the guy as he holds the card in his hand, and there are like flames coming off of his hand as he's trying to fight back the urge of burning this thing. Is there a way to change the moniker?
Nope. As
Well,
just smirks.
well, actually, there is,
Oh, don't
but-
tell him that.
but
on.
you have to get higher up in the Thieves Guild, and then you can get your moniker
And
changed
how
by the next
do I
person.
get higher up in the
Mona,
thieves?
you are not surpassing me in the guild.
Yeah.
I will murder you with my own two hands. You are pissing
I
me off.
want to see that.
Can everyone just quiet down for just a second? Connor, we're sorry that we aired out your dirty
How
laundry, literally,
we
but
raise our
Connor, I'll
Standing.
help you get higher in the
Yeah.
He points to the
Can
board behind
we
him.
point out that once again, the cleric and the paladin are now trying to figure out how to raise themselves in the ranks of a thieves guild, while the bard and the rogue are like, no, don't!
the bard hasn't said shit.
Ramonor's
The
neutral.
bard is just sitting here. The bard is sitting here just laughing at Piss Boy.
The bartender points to a board behind him and he says, "These are a bunch of thieves' missions. Some are assassinations, some are bounties, some are just going to steal things. The more you complete, the closer you get to raising your rank. Once you raise up 3 ranks, you can change your, you can get your moniker changed. It's not until you get to rank 10 that you can choose your own moniker. As here is only at rank 3.
There we go. She probably just never changed it. She thought it was funny.
He looks to the board.
You can probably hit
And
like
just
6 in a
starts-
week's time, right?
Well, no, we have better things to do.
Every single bounty that's on that board. And he just goes, I'm pretty sure we're going to cross paths with these people. And then he looks at the assassination ones and he just goes, I currently feel like boiling somebody. That works too. And he's just taking those as well. And then he just
All right,
stuffs them
cool.
into his bag.
I'll send you a list of 3 bounties and 3 assassinations after the
No.
game.
Can
That's
Ramanor
fine.
take in the bag? I don't think anybody specified taking the bag.
No, we have the bag. We have the bag.
You have the bag.
Okay.
I mean, Ramanor can be the one carrying it. Like anyone
That's
else
fine.
did.
Be a bit hard for anybody to steal from it, considering it's about their height.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but let's be honest. How terrifying would it be to know you're being hunted down by the milkman?
Terrifying.
Milkman and
someone's
Piss Boy.
like, well, who's after me? They're like, the milkman.
Just
Listen, man. Listen.
He's coming for your
It-
mother.
What's the equivalent of a milkman going postal? That's what I want to know.
A milkman
Coming
going.
for your mother.
before he
Yeah,
captures
coming for your
you,
mother.
he
As you
gives you a
will.
brother.
Can't wait for your
Your
mother to give you
gives
a brother.
I think the equivalent is utter chaos.
No more milk.
I feel like this is how this episode is going to be. It's just, what do you call a big
No
man
other milk
on
will
the-
ever satisfy. You are cursed.
Ramanor will take the bag. He's gonna look to everybody. Let's go into a room upstairs. Whoever's room, I don't care, and see if there's anything in this.
All right, cool. You guys do that. We'll take our break here then.
Beauty, beauty.
All right.
Jeez, this has already been a fucking hell of a session.
See y'all in 10, 15 minutes.
Yep. 15.
Alright.
Take a little longer break this time.
See y'all then.
See you guys in a little more.
And we're back.
Okay, sure.
We live.
That was the
hello.
most calm back to stream I think we've ever had. Yeah.
We were all distracted.
Yeah, we were all distracted. It's true. Hello, hi.
Oh, hi there.
My name is Siquan. I play Dungeons and Dragons sometimes.
What is this, AA?
No.
No,
We
it's
go to
D&D.
meetings for that. We go to meetings for that.
See, we're going back to the old school of AD&D, but it's actually anonymous D&D.
Who the fuck
Anonymous.
is Sack Savvy? Who's Sack Savvy?
That's us.
No, it's a friend of mine.
No, never mind.
Okay.
Anyway,
Hello.
we know so many people.
Hello, friend
Hi.
of Shaq.
Hi. How are you? I'm sorry that you have to see Shaq this way.
I'm not. They all already know that I'm what I am.
Chaotic
Insane.
Actually-
fuck.
I'm known in my hometown now, apparently. Because my uncle was talking to some people and they were like, is your, like, nephew's, like, tag on the internet, like, Wolfhound or, like, Wolf something? He was like, yeah. Why? It's like, we know about him, man. We've been watching the shit. So if you know, and if you know me, if you know my family, you don't.
You know, I don't think I'll ever be that internet famous to where people around town would be like, "Oh, I saw you on the internet." So that's.
You
nice.
say
Unless
that
it's
now.
Facebook.
I'm definitely not gonna be that famous for that. Sorry. Ain't nobody gonna
Oh.
be like, oh, it's that guy. No.
I think
Yeah.
the
It's
only
It's the guy who
way
got
I'll
killed
ever-
by trees.
Don't get me
Only
wrong.
way I think I'll ever get there is probably if I actually get into voice acting and get a
Yeah.
decent role.
I think I've been recognized before. Don't get me wrong, but not for this. For other less desirable things. You
We're
know,
not gonna
Man
talk
just
about
said
that
I'm
now.
not famous.
Well,
I'm
maybe
infamous.
another day we could find out about
Today's
these less
episode of
desirable
Twisted
things.
Perceptions is Confessions by Squat.
No, listen. Short story. One time, I think I sent this to you guys already, but just for the stream. One time, I was in Destin, Florida, just hanging out, chilling with my wife and a couple of friends, and someone comes up to me and says, "Hey, is your name Saquon?" I'm like, "I am in Florida. I am 600 miles away from home." Like, who in the fuck knows who I am? And she's like, "Oh, my wife knows you because she's seen you at a Ginny's." And I'm like,
What?
You were recognized from an ice cream shop?
Holy shit!
So at the time, I worked for Ginny's.
Oh no!
This woman also worked for Ginny's. And,
Okay.
you know, I know her, but I didn't talk to her a whole lot. You know, we had offices that were close to one another, but I didn't talk to her a whole lot, you know? That's really what her name is. Betsy or Betty, some old white lady name.
Betty, if
Yeah.
you ever find this, he's not sorry.
I'm
She's
not. No.
sorry. She's not sorry.
Honestly, she's pretty cool. If she heard this, she would laugh and be like, "My name is an old white lady name." She's also an older white woman, you know? So it just helps out.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Shall I do my thing?
Yes, please, Shaq, do your
Yo,
thing.
Let's get the attention away from him in the meantime.
Hi there. If you don't know my face and voice, that's unfortunate for you, and you're gonna get to know it now. And for those of you who see me regularly, hello. I'm here to do my speech. You can tune me out now, unless you haven't done what I'm about to tell you to do, and then shame on you. Go do it now. I'm here to go and tell you to go do the social media following things so that you can keep up with our stream and the things that we do. If you enjoy us, which I hope you do. You can find all of our stuff over here on our link tree that is on our Twitch page, and it'll take you anywhere you need to go. First of all, I'm going to point out to you the Discord. You will hop in there and you will land in Player Hater Gaming server because Twisted Perceptions is brought to you by Player Hater Gaming. And there you can talk to us as people, but you are also going to meet a bunch of other like-minded, super awesome, nerdy people. Player Hater Gaming also has several other tables that they host that are amazing to watch on other days of the week if you would also like to get your D&D fix from them. They also do a lot of other things other than just streaming D&D campaigns. There's a lot of stuff. If you want to meet a bunch of other nerds, hop in the server. We are also currently working on our own West Marches roleplay server, so keep an eye and ear out for that. We're really excited to have that opening, hopefully soon-ish. It's a great way to learn D&D if you don't know
July
how to play
20th.
D&D, or if you know how to play D&D but don't have a table right now because the pandemic sucks. That's going to be great. You're definitely going to want to be following our Twitch. If you want to catch up on our past episodes, check out our YouTube, and you can catch up on all the shenaniganry and chaos that we have had beforehand and all the emotional damage that has been done. We've got a TikTok that should hopefully be up and running again soon. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Another thing that I just confirmed that I think our players would like is the opening day of our Discord, which is Wednesday, July 20th. Would the two dungeon masters of Twisted and PHG will be hosting games for new players, exclusively for new players. So if you join and you've never like played D&D with us, if we have enough people, both of us will be hosting 2 individual games, just so you know. So come hang out, come play in a game, build your character, and yeah, and see how it goes. It'll be a lot of fun. TikTok will be up. I think I'm posting a couple of TikToks tomorrow on our TikTok, so be on the lookout for that. So let's get back into it, guys. You guys go upstairs to find out what's in that bag of holding.
Connor's just gonna look to Ramanar after he closes the door with everybody inside. Flip it open. Flip it over. Inside out. That'll pour out anything that's inside. We don't need to think as to what's in there. You're
Riley, we
muted,
can't
sir.
hear you.
I was just gonna wait.
I'm gonna let him go on.
Oh, I know. I'll flip it inside out over the bed.
A little letter just floats out.
Just a letter.
3
Looks to
deadies,
everybody else.
3 dead bodies, a rose bush, and your mom's apple pie. I'm joking.
Well, let's just put those back in there.
With the way that Naga was talking, I would not be surprised.
I'm about to say, that will be par for the course.
Let's just put those
Oh, look,
back in there.
Two of the dead bodies are just the Days of Future Past versions of us.
No, that'd be terrible. No,
Cam
it's just
Ferris goes in chat. That's
just
where
a
I put
singular-
those.
That actually,
just a singular letter.
that actually brings up a thought for me with the dead body thing. Would they not be decomposed because there's no air?
There's no actual
Anyway.
dead bodies.
I know.
And
but, like,
technically, no.
What's in the letter? Az is gonna pick it up. She's just gonna snatch it.
You're gonna snatch the letter?
From the bag, man.
Give me a second. I'm pulling it up. I have lots of notes, you know.
Yeah, we
My
know.
My camera is just kind of scooting me across the screen. I don't know why. I'm not moving, and I'm having a time staring at myself. This is Kelvin. Oh my god.
The-
no.
The letter says to you, well, it just says, I manage the flow. I do nothing that is outside of what is needed. And yeah, I'm sorry. What does it say? I manage the flow. I do nothing outside of what is needed, and I never interact directly. And it's signed intangible.
I'd put good money on this being the one we just met, and I could not care less.
I'm not so sure about that. Can't interact directly.
You said
Didn't
it
she
was
say-
directly.
Didn't she say she was only in a form that we would understand? It was not technically directly.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, then maybe I'm just a fucking asshole and I don't understand shite.
Now he acknowledges it.
Oh, I've known it the entire time. I'm just being a jackass about it.
Well,
Yeah, you just know nothing more than what you know, so
No thoughts. No brain.
Just food.
Yeah, you just see like he does actually say that the head just kind of like cocks and like the eyes just kind of go glossy for a second and he just
Oh no.
The fact that he froze. The fact that he froze
Yeah,
right
the fact
there.
that he froze at that exact moment is priceless. There you go. He's back.
Oh look.
So what was the last thing you heard me say?
No,
Cocks
you
his
cocked your
just-
head.
And then
Yeah.
you froze on that expression.
Yeah,
As soon as I
That
was
was
about to
beautiful.
say it, looks down at the floor all dazed. I guess I win.
yeah. Very simple. Connor just like looks to everybody else, and he goes, "Well, we did have to kill a couple of hours because the actual festivities were not going to happen until this evening. So I think we managed that, and we should be able to see your brother now, Parrish."
What time around is it now? Like, can we see out a window? Like, is there
It's nighttime.
and is there still festivities going on, or was it supposed to be tomorrow that something was happening?
It was that day that the festivities were going on. All the festivities have concluded.
And you see like the dazed face just kind of like, and like now it's just like weird trepidation.
Connor's just going to sigh like, "You know what? Let's just get this over with." He's going to grab Koresh by the collar and just go, "Well, let's go meet your brother." Opens the door and starts dragging him out.
Stop dragging my bard. Only I get to do that.
So grab him and let's go. And Connor's gonna promptly let go, so that Koresh falls flat on his ass.
Okay, you guys walk up to the giant's castle.
On the
Walk
walk,
out.
Ramen was
Yeah.
gonna scold Az and Koresh. You see what happens when you make fun of him? He gets angry and does things you don't want him to do.
All right, D4 psychic damage.
Really?
If let's go.
If he does damage to me, I still have armor of Agathis. This motherfucker's gonna take cold damage.
I took 2 psychic damage.
Hold on, because whatever damage. You sure you want me to do
Armor
this?
of Agathis only lasts like a couple minutes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
No, I thought it was like an hour.
It's
That was
probably
a few
been an
minutes.
hour.
Yeah, alright.
Been an hour.
And technically, he didn't deal damage.
That's
He did it.
3.
He technically
I mean,
didn't
it's better
deal
than
damage.
last time when you took max damage.
Yeah, that's true.
I remember that. Okay, you guys walk into the giant's castle, and you guys walk into the throne room. And Koresh, you see what looks like your brother sitting in the castle, sitting in the throne, and he's thumbing through some papers. And he looks up and he says, "You all have quite the reputation. Do you know that?"
In what way do you
Wouldn't
mean?
be surprised.
A dishinged stone door that weighs 12,000 pounds. You've wreaked havoc all through the City of Lamps. You've done things at Baffled, and you do know that actions can precede you sometimes, right?
Oh,
Connor
I'm
just, like,
very
random
well aware.
hops in. Like,
Blame the milkman.
You disappeared up northeast for about a week. No one know where you went. What, who are you all?
Pretty much everything we've done has been to protect ourselves. So if there's a
And those
reputation
around
of that,
us.
that's somebody else's idea.
Okay. And it sounds like you guys were last seen at the scene of the finding of the former Free Sword compound.
Aye. That's correct.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lots of things. You guys are doing some very almost legendary acts. You claim to be my brother.
I do, Kiabo.
I
And
don't
he
know
said,
how to make this.
well, here's a long story short. I fucked around. I was pretty fucking good at it. And you always gave me shit.
Then he found out.
And he told me that one day it was going to get me killed. I sat there and I didn't listen because I thought I was having fun. Till one day I decided to sleep with the wrong individual. And then proceeded to mock that individual's significant other, who also happened to be the one to run that entire fucking kingdom. However, because of our shared lineage, changeling, and you watch as the form just kind of drops, and what you see is this near elvish figure, but with almost more exaggerated pointed ears. And the skin is almost a mix of like olive, but also translucent. Like air is passing, like light and air is passing through it, but it's still got some like pigment.
Corporeal.
Yeah, kind of. It's almost like you can touch him and he still feels the same, but their expression, their body, it all looks like you can see like where the bones are. You can't necessarily see the bones themselves, but you can see where they would be, and they do cast a shadow. That would probably explain why you're able to look and change as well as you do, as from what I've heard. It would also...
That seems to be blasphemy. I am the All-Walker King. I
The
can
All...
be both giant and human.
Yes, well, you always were a special one, weren't you? And there's almost a bitter tone in that. There's a point. You were always rather gifted.
He looks to Az and he says, "What do you make of this, elf?"
One, I'm only half of one, so get it right. You're going to address me, you'll address me as I am. Secondly, oddly enough, I have heard and seen weirder. I don't know. I don't know you. I barely know that one. But I usually know a liar. And he's not lying right now. So at least as far as he believes this is the truth. I think that's worth more than a lot of other things.
And say you all right, where are my memories? Where should I get those from?
I mean,
It
there's
would depend on who took them.
plenty of ways someone can lose memories or have them replaced. Someone might have changed your memories completely. Or they lost all of them and whatever happened could have died. People have died and come back and lost quite a few things because of the resurrection and the way that it came across. There's a lot of things that are weird.
Really quickly, my internet cut out for a heavy minute there. Can somebody run back everything that just happened?
Not a lot happened.
Just talking.
Just the points that were said, so that way I have a decent idea of what the fuck is
Okay.
going on.
Az
As
said that you're not lying, that she doesn't know you well, but you're not lying about this. Ramanor just said, oh hey, there's ways to actually get your memory altered, or it could have been due to an accident, and that's where we are.
all right, and then
Okay.
I was gonna say, Koresh, roll me a perception check.
Perception?
Yes.
Let's watch this suck. Dice gods, don't dick me, please. I did not consent to it. That's a unnatural 20.
Okay, that's great. As you scan the room and you look at his throne, you see a purple and white flower pasted to the top.
Do I have any idea what this flower is?
I don't think you do.
Is there any check I could make, possibly, to try and determine?
Make an Arcana check.
It's not like the flower
Arcana?
from the place, is it?
Oh, maybe.
That is an 8. I have no clue what that is.
You know it's magical in nature, but you don't know what specific kind of magic.
Might I ask, your liege, where'd you happen to acquire that?
That flower was given to me by my advisor.
Who's your advisor?
Can Nor make a check?
Sure, Ramanar, what kind of check would you like to make?
He wants to determine whether or not that flower is the same as the many, many flowers he saw on the people of the Dwarven city.
Oh.
Yes, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Arcana. That's a 12.
You get the feeling.
He got a close look at the one that the dude had at the. Little...
You're right. You know it. It is that same flower. Yes. It is a flower of gentle repose. This flower keeps dead bodies from rotting.
Ramanar, does he have a connection to where he can telepathically speak with Koresh?
Stones.
The stones
Real.
do still work. If you wanted to pass, you could pass it to Connor, and then Connor could pass it to Koresh, or
Yeah,
you can just like give Koresh a signal to make the connection.
He will speak to Connor and have him pass it over. Just that flower is the same one from the Dwarven city where we got the whiskey. That's a gentle repose flower.
And Connor's gonna look up at it, and his face just kind of like goes slack a little bit. He's like, oh. And then he immediately his thoughts goes over to Koresh, passing the message along.
Okay.
And then he also lets Koresh know what it means, because Koresh wasn't there for that. Was he? No.
So, if I understand, so the gentle repose flower can't bring things back to life, though, correct?
It cannot
We don't
bring
know.
things. You really don't know particularly, but from what you know of the spell, gentle repose. If you want us to make an Arcana check,
We met people.
I'll
from
try. I'll try and
Yeah.
do
Can
one.
Connor
thousands
do
of
it?
years back
Yeah.
that all had
And
the
they're
flower
still
on them,
alive.
so we don't know what the fuck it does.
We know that
That's
it
a 4.
extends
That's not
their
going to do
black-
shit.
Yeah.
That is actually a natural 19 for a total of 25 for Connor.
okay, 1 second. I'm looking up specifically what gentle repose does. A corpse or remains for the duration of that target is protected from decay and cannot become undead. So there is a level of life that still is within this body, but the body itself doesn't necessarily seem to be alive. That's not to seem that the body doesn't seem to be alive. It's more like from your context clues, you would assume that body is not alive. Because
The idea is maybe that the soul is still in the body, and that's the only life that's really left, but it's not decaying or any undeath is happening to it because of the.
yeah. Mhm. The body technically isn't functioning from that flower, from what the flower tells you, but you can tell that there's a soul still attached to it.
Connor, at this moment in time, would shoot a message over to Ramanor, asking him to use his divine sense just to see what he gets.
He will do so. As an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 4 times per long rest. So,
Okay. You do sense an undead in the vicinity, and other than that, there's really nothing else.
I know the location of it.
It's behind the throne.
Okay, so it's not his brother, but it's something behind him. Got it.
Koresh is going to go up past Kiabao,
Mhm.
because that's his fucking name. And I'm going to go, and they are going to take the flower off the throne.
As you take the flower off the throne, Kabao is standing directly behind you and grabs your wrist. And he says, "That is not for you to take."
I'm not taking it from you, I'm explaining it to you. Now fucking let go.
I don't think you need to touch it to explain it to me. And he takes his other hand and takes the flower and puts it back on the throne.
That's a flower of gentle repose. Are you a wise enough king to understand what that is?
I'm not a caster, but I do know some spells. Gentle Repose is the one to, what is it, to not allow. And then you hear, and then you hear another voice
Hang on.
from behind the throne. You can't hear me?
I am trying to fucking get this shit to stay ship shape for fuck's sakes. Anyway.
You see something come from behind the throne. He says, "Gentle Repose is a spell that keeps dead bodies from decaying." And what is wrong with that? As a tall, pale man walks from behind the throne.
Means the
Because I
body's decaying
watch.
and needs to be stopped from doing so, which implies that the body is dead.
What?
So it's either, and he came up from behind the throne, right?
Yep, it's a very tall, pale man.
Gross.
I watched this man lose his fucking head in front of me. I sat there and I could do bloody well nothing. So, either it's him or it's somebody else really, really close.
Hey, question.
Question.
Can we currently see the king's neck?
No, you cannot currently see.
Is it hidden under clothes?
It's hidden under armor.
That's some high-necked armor.
It sure is.
And Koresh is going to look at Kiabao.
Quick question. Do I know
Sure.
if that undead is evil?
You do know that it is evil.
Oh, king, person, brother, whatever the fuck you are. Why is it that you hide your neck under armor?
Is it unwise to keep your neck protected?
No.
Considering you're in a place full of guards and have no reason to wear your armor unless it's for a battle or for ceremonial purposes, yes. Oh, yeah, you forgot I was a bard. Seems you've forgotten a lot of things. I've served in plenty of fucking court. So,
Can I use my
The-
detect magic real quick?
Sure.
Furball magic, detect magic. Do I see magic on the king? And do I see magic on the undead?
You see magic on both, yes.
What specifically?
You see abjuration magic on the undead, something that can change what a person perceives. That's abjuration, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
And then you see like a protection magic on the king.
Protection magic.
so. I would like to know, great king. this almost you see this switch where this isn't about saving his brother. Now it's about, because at this point, given what he's seeing, what they're seeing, it's somebody fucking took his body and is playing it like a fucking puppet. And there's a telepathic message that goes out to Ramanor. So, what are we seeing? What are we thinking?
There's some form. Different voices took over there. Okay. There's some form of protection magic on the king, and then there's some form of disguising on the undead man right there.
I am going to cast. Let me just make sure that I have it. I think I do, but I want to be completely sure. I want to cast a spell magic at 3rd level.
Okay, sure.
What do I need? Do I need to roll for this?
Yep.
Okay. So I believe, if I'm not I am targeting the undead fucko.
Okay.
So with my spellcasting modifier. Oh, I'm gonna have to fucking roll good. Come on, fucking all of the fucking big numbers, no fucking whammies. I pray to God, Lord baby Jesus, please. That is a 16.
That completes the check. You're good. And you just look over at the undead person, and
Can I?
Yeah, of course.
So you see the eyes on Koresh brighten with it's a mix where, like, you see like the normal smog that would be the purple glimmering haze of what his normal magic would kind of look like for the most part, but in the center of the pupil you see it go slit and green, and it bores into the magic that is before him, and just starts like, and just like takes it down slowly to fucking add to the just shit anger that is on this fucking boy's face.
Okay, as you do that, the magic slowly starts to fade away from this undead, and you look, and all of you recognize this to be the vampire Krizan standing before you.
Bitch.
And
I knew it.
He looks down at all of you, and he says, "Well, who would have thought it would be the bard who could outsmart my magic?"
It's usually the bard that outsmarts most motherfuckers. Sorry to tell you, but we act really stupid, but we know what the fuck we're talking about. And now I'm going to cast Bigby's hand and hit him in the face.
Oh god.
Okay, cool. Give me an attack roll.
Are we gonna
Okay.
roll some initiative now?
Not just yet.
So spell
Meanwhile,
attack.
he's dealing with that. Before any of this started to happen, Connor would have been standing probably next to Az and Ramanor,
Here, hold on.
and he looks
I was
to
gonna
both
ask
of
that
them.
thing earlier. I didn't want to interrupt the RP because I wanted Az to go sneaky. She was going to try and pick a pocket, but you know, now it's a vampire.
Sorry,
Oh,
I'm
She
just
is
trying
stealthed
to.
anyway.
And he kind of taps them both on the shoulders. And he uses Gift of Alacrity on Ramanor, which gives you a +8 to your
D8.
plus D8 for your initiative, and Vigilant Blessing on Az, which gives you advantage on your initiative check.
Just so we know, if and when we do roll initiative, if you get a nat 20 on initiative, it's not that you go first, it's that you get to choose when you go.
Because it doesn't roll the actual attack for me, I'm gonna have to roll it just flat out. And I'm guessing a 13 doesn't hit, right?
A 13 does not hit. No. You swing Big B's hand, and then it whiffs.
Wasn't it used? Was that a 13 on the die, or was that a 13 plus your bonus?
That's a 13 with
Oh.
my full thing. It was a 2 plus 11.
He looks at you and just laughs as a wave of bats engulfs you. Can you give me a Constitution check? Save?
Constitution save, yeah.
Yeah, safe.
Would this technically be with advantage because of Warcaster?
Yeah,
Quick question for it before.
sure.
Can Ramanor have Misty Step?
That is a
in
20.
front of them?
You
Save
can
him
Misty.
himself?
Give me an athletics check.
'Cause,
See,
I mean,
see
there's
how
been
quick.
time in between. He got
That's true.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey James,
that's true.
just to
That's
let you
true.
know, Warcaster's advantage on Constitution only applies to saving throws to maintain concentration.
Well, that's also going to be for my spell Bigby's hand. So if I need to make another one, I'll make another one.
concentration?
Ramanar,
Yeah,
you want to go ahead and
that
you
would
want to
just
Misty
be-
step in front of them?
Your
All right, cool.
concentration.
So as this wave of bats goes to engulf you, Koresh, Ramanor appears out of nowhere and pushes you backward and takes the wave of bats. Ramanor, give me a Constitution save.
Why would you do this to me? It was a 20, and then it rolled just slightly over to an 8, so it's a 14 total.
14 total. Okay, cool. That does not save. Just doesn't save.
Is this poison?
And yes.
Oh, I have advantage.
Okay.
Come on. That was an at 20. 26.
Okay, and that 20 for 26. These bats come at you, Ramanor, and they start to try and bite down on your skin, and you just stand there. You just take it.
That's ironwood.
Skin turns
buddy.
into wood instead as they try and bite.
Yep. And then
Now can we roll initiative?
with that, we will roll initiative.
Because
So
there's
remember-
no way Az isn't trying to stab after this.
As you have advantage,
Yep.
Ramanar, you added D8.
It's still, I'm pretty sure
That's
I still go
23.
last.
23. Okay.
I'm gonna add-
19.
I'm going to add my D4 to this check because I want to hit this bitch.
So that's a 7.
Hold on
You're
one
too
sec.
distracted by the bats.
So me and Az will go at the same time. What's your mod for dexterity?
4.
Okay, then you're gonna still go first. It's fine. I just want to be up there in initiative, and I want to hit this motherfucker with literally everything in my power to destroy his fucking
This is
immortal soul.
Connor's
Koresh, you
BBEG.
also got Connor. You also, I mean not Connor. Koresh, you also had a 23.
Yes.
But I have a
Okay.
higher
I added-
mod.
Okay. Koresh and Az, you two are. Well, we'll get there in a second. Connor, what was yours?
15.
15. And then Prezon rolled a 13, and Kibao rolled a 10.
Carrick, leave me alone. Because my violence level is overflowing.
He looks at you all and he says, "Well, either I will kill you all now, or you will never be out of my hair." And that's where we're going to end today's session.
No!
Oh,
no, please!
oh.
Please, no!
No. Hey, that's a good spot to leave it. That's a
No.
fucking better
No.
spot than any.
No, we have not had a proper battle in like a month and a half almost. No.
How
Oh.
much? How
It's
much?
almost 10 minutes till 9, and like some of us gotta work.
think
I don't
this
mean to
is
be
a good-
that guy.
I think it's a good spot. I think it's a good spot because this is gonna be this is probably gonna be a long fight.
We really gotta turn off the caps thing in the Nightbot because it's now doing
I
things
got it.
again.
Yeah. All right. I'll take care of that in a few.
Yep.
I don't mean to be that guy to like.
Lord.
I don't mean to sour the fight thirst for
despise you both.
everybody.
I despise you both.
I can't help it, man.
Thanks for
despise
taking
you
my
both.
side, James. I appreciate you.
Listen,
Hey.
it's the only time where it's like, you know what? Thematically, it works, and also, this is a fight that's gonna
Every
take several
single
hours.
time we're about to get into a solid fight. You gotta end the session. Why do you do this?
I think this is a
usually
good place
fuck
to end
around for
the
2
session.
Every single time. Or you just take him away from us, like last time with this vampire.
Yeah, I did have to take him away from you. It wasn't time. All right. With that, Koresh and Az, you guys, for your first attack, you guys can come up with a combination attack if you like, since you guys rolled the same initiative. So you guys have a
As fastball
guys-
special.
you have a
Fastball special.
I don't know what you want from me. I've got a
You have a-
sword.
You have a
Have a
week-
big bee's hand, and I
Figure
can
it out.
yeet you at the motherfucker.
He
I'm a
does.
sneaky person. Don't yeet me.
You can be sneaky on Big B's hand.
I'm just letting you know. You have a week to figure out what is a good thing you guys can do, since you guys rolled the same initiative number.
I mean,
And
I
then
know a good
after-
thing to
Okay.
do. Radiant damage, because fuck the undead.
Hey, guess what? I have a sunblade.
We all are about to fucking wreck house on this motherfucker, and we are going to turn him into goddamn paste. I don't care.
Well,
Fuck him.
Kibao also rolled initiative too, so
Yeah, well, we're going to ignore the fuck out of him.
No, we're not.
she said crying.
Who's crying?
Me! On the inside!
Shaq hates me. Shaq has always hated me.
I'm gonna
Ah.
fight something.
Don't worry.
It's something.
You
Hey,
will fight
hey.
something.
if you guys want, just to quench your thirst, I'll run an encounter in one of our servers that we can kill something. Swear to
I
God,
thought
I
you
will.
wanted to go to bed.
Yeah, but at the same time, I also need to record some lines that you people don't know about.
Yep.
And he's probably gonna have to talk to you about a couple of things anyway. So yeah, that's fine.
We
Who's gonna have to talk
got
to me about
this.
a couple things?
You are probably gonna have to talk to him about a couple of things after you read the message I sent you.
Yep. Alrighty, cool. Well, thanks guys for being here. Show up next week to watch to see who gets mollywopped. Will it be the vampire or will it be the team? We
It'll be
will
the
find
Or
out.
Connor probably.
Or only
fully
Connor.
aware. I know fully well that I'm probably rolling a new character after this.
Whoa, we don't know that. Like we don't know if you're gonna die. Come on, let's not do that.
Here's the variable that you don't understand. He won't touch Kiabao. So if Kiabao just starts running in at him,
I'm
that's
gonna hit Kiabao. Az didn't like him. Not a single bit.
So,
Thanks guys for showing up. And hopefully you guys are around for the season 1 finale.
hell yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has to summon Pyre.
Summon fire.
I would do that.